You're listening to Design Between the Lines, the only design and home furnishings podcast where we talk with the movers and shakers, industry innovators, and lifetime legends of the home furnishings industry. It's here that I get a chance to sit and chat with the influencers shaping the industry into what it is today. On this special edition of Design Between the Lines, I welcome a few student winners of Innovation and Design 2021, as well as industry veterans and key players right here in High Point, North Carolina. The interviews took place at the Meet the Designers reception held one evening during the week-long Exhibition for Innovation and Design 2021. This competition and exhibition was held as an opportunity for designers, makers, artisans, and students to express broader creativity, thoughtfulness, and inventiveness with executable designs in functional home furnishings. Well, we're here at the Innovation and Design 2021 event on Tuesday, the 21st of September, right here in High Point, North Carolina, at the Loft at Congdon Yards. And this evening, I'm sitting here with Melody Burnett, from the leader of Visit High Point. And Melody's visited here and has kind of been enjoying the crowd and the vibe of the evening. But I wanted to ask Melody a little bit of a question about we've gotten some wonderful support this year for this event from Drive High Point Foundation. But I'd like to ask you a little bit more of a question about the direction and the impetus that Visit High Point has and Drive High Point, where we want to head with this. You know, I think we're in sync about where things we want to go with High Point.
John, we are certainly in sync. Back in August of 2019, Visit High Point and Drive High Point approved a strategic business plan for our tourism industry, and it really hinges on the future of our DNA branding, which is in home furnishings and design. So anytime we have touch points that are for events or maybe even furniture hall of fames or chest of drawers or furniture libraries. I mean, there's so many touch points here in High Point that lend to that industry, and it's just recognizable as our competitive branding proposition. And so innovation and design is just another feather in our cap to bring the industry here and the home furnishings and design hub. And the beauty that's happening outside this room right now is that because of your event, we have intersected the industry with the community. And really, you know, from the tourism person to really speak about the importance of the locals is a little profound. But anytime that we can get the locals roped in to the fascination of what the industry's doing is a home run. And you've done that tonight with Innovation and Design.
And I know you've been part of the support of the Bean and Stock Library's Future Designer Summit, which
yes.
I know this is their first year, and it's going to be an ongoing program. And it's all about bringing new talent and blood to this industry, because obviously if it doesn't happen, everyone's going to age out. So kudos to you for supporting that as well.
It starts with the students. You know, we have a design school here. We have community colleges here that are nurturing our homegrown talent and even pulling talent from across the borders. And we just love that High Point is nurturing that talent. You know, we are home to the creative class, and we're looking for ways as we are building our community to keep them here, to keep them engaged. And what we love about Innovation and Design is you've pulled professionals into students here in a networking event to collaborate and to build ideas and to build community all in one setting. I have seen the president of Business High Point Chamber here. I have seen city councilmen. I've seen City of High Point leaders. I've seen folks that I've never really seen in this setting regarding the industry outside of market. You know, of course, a lot of our branding DNA comes with the High Point market, recognizably so. And I think that we're looking for that plus more year-round opportunities that you're lending tonight. And we thank you for all of your effort with ISFD and the board to really pull this all together for us. It's a home run for High Point.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And you know, as we said just before we started rolling here, you know, here we are on September 21st, not October sometime, not April sometime.
Nope.
We're here not at a market. And that's the point, right?
Yes.
So thank you for being here tonight, Melody.
Thank you for having me.
Well, and thank you for supporting all of this effort.
Absolutely.
I'm here tonight with Dylan Timoney, who's the student lighting winner for his design. Is it Helix E.26?
That's yes. So it's Helix off of the spiral that's been cast into
That's
the
awesome.
diffuser, and then an E26 base is for the light bulb that's been used.
And it, as you turn it more light appears, and you screw it down, less light appears.
Yeah, the idea was a mechanical dimmer switch, essentially.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's so simple. Simple ideas are wonderful. That's your paperwork. Don't let me steal that from you.
Thank you very much.
But congratulations on your win tonight. What do you have to say? Do you like the evening? Has it been fun so far?
It's been amazing. It absolutely mind-blowing. It's my first event of any, scale, and it's more than I could have ever expected.
Well, based on the design we see tonight, did you see the picture that the photographer did of it?
I did, with the
Isn't that
as
cool?
the bulb was very, very interesting.
I hope you voted for whatever photo. You don't have to vote for that one, but
I haven't voted. I need to
you
vote.
need to
Yeah.
vote. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about is a photography competition for local photographers. 22 photographers, each picked one piece that said something to them, and the audience tonight, over hundreds of people, are now voting today and through Thursday to come up with a winner by Friday, which we'll announce, the photography competition. Well, compliments to you. You've got a great, bright future. What school are you going to?
Going to Appalachian State
What,
University.
is there not a better school? It's a fantastic school.
I absolutely love it. Could not have picked a better choice for me.
And who is your professor? Is that
The professor for these projects was Professor Richard Briscoe.
and Richard is one of our board members at ISFD and a well-respected member of the community besides being a maker himself. So you couldn't have a better instructor. Compliments to you.
Absolutely love it.
Well, we look forward to more and more great things coming from you. I hope you'll enter next year.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully I'll have some
Congratulations,
work worth
Dylan.
it.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here this evening at Innovation and Design 2021 with Cyril Jefferson, who is councilman for Ward 1 in High Point, North Carolina. He's visiting here as part of the community, and this is exactly what we want to have for High Point, in that we want the community to know what the industry does, and we want young people that are coming into the industry to understand there can be community support for their future in this business. What do you think so far? You've had a chance to look around tonight?
Yeah. So, John, kudos to you and everyone involved. This is a spectacular event to see folks from all over the world, people who are artisans and are professionals and are very skilled in what they do. To see them here in our city for this kind of event, man, this is world renowned, John. Kudos, seriously.
Thank you. This is the kind of thing I hope that we want to support more of between and around markets, and not just April and October every year, but make ourselves a destination for people all over the world to come here to learn about design and to see new things. I mean, you've got so much going on in the city right now with, I guess, the new Children's Museum coming up.
Yeah.
Behind us is right field of some ball club, the Rockers, I
The
believe.
Rockers, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who are, I think, in first place or close.
We'll go
but
with that, yeah.
this place we're in right now, here we are, the building is literally growing around us. They're about to do demo work where we are next week, starting here. And community is what it's about, in my opinion. And I'm going to tell you that this year, and no one else knows this just yet, the theme for this year's Pinnacle Awards, of which ISFD has had the design awards for the furniture industry for 25 years. This is the 25th year. It'll happen down at Cohab Space on English Street, and the theme will be community. And what we think about community is community of designers, communities of designers within the furniture industry, and then the community around the industry that supports the industry and should be more a part of it. And that's honestly where it needs to go. This year's keynote speaker will be Bregan Jane. Among others, we'll have Corey Damon Jenkins and a lot of local celebrities as well. By the way, you're invited. I'm extending the invitation right now. It's October 18th down at Cohab Space beginning at 6:30, and we'd love to have you come meet the students that'll be there this year too. So I hope you'll be part of it. It'll be a big show.
I appreciate that.
Well, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate that.
Can I speak to that one point you
Please
said,
do.
John?
Please do.
So as you know, and as you alluded to, our city is right in the middle of revitalization. And when cities undertake that sort of task, we look to say, what can we do to make ourselves anew? And I think the unique thing about High Point is that we have this legacy, we have this history that is born of and is molded in a very prominent industry, and that's furniture. That's furniture design, that's furniture manufacturing, that's furniture sales, that's the market for international home furnishings. It's right in our DNA. And when I think of revitalization, I think, how perfect would it be for us to leverage this time and this opportunity that we have to build on that foundation of furniture and design and take it to newer heights. And so when you say community, and when you say that we've got the opportunity to really wrap our arms around that, I think it's something that fits well within the vision. And I think it's something that we've just got to arm ourselves up to do. And so, John, I have to say, I said kudos earlier, but seriously, what you've done with this, what you've done with ISFD, and all the work to really make this a world-renowned effort, it's not just critical for the industry, but it's critical for the lifeblood of our city and critical for the future that our city believes and is pursuing to manifest. And so seriously, man, I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to see what that looks like. And honored to continue to have this, the discussions about how the city can support you all in moving this forward. So
Thank you, Cyril. And thank you for being here this evening, too. Appreciate you taking the time. Thank you. Well, I'm back here at Innovation and Design 2021, and I'm honored to be in the presence of Dotan Applebaum. He is our student Best of Show winner. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor.
Well, it's an honor to have you here on Design Between the Lines. Let me ask you a little bit about the inspiration for your product and tell us about it.
So I was inspired by Mudehar style from medieval Iberia, and particularly a synagogue called the Samuel Halevi Abulafia Synagogue from the 13th century. It's architecture that I learned about originally in an art history class at my university, and something that I've been really interested in ever since. And so this last year, when I was at the Center for Furniture Craftsmanship, I decided at one point to try to take this synagogue and use it as inspiration for a piece and see what I could do with that. And that's how I got to this lectern.
Awesome. It's a beautiful piece. It's been highly complimented, as you already know. I think you've seen a really unique photograph made by one of our photographers. Separate note here to listeners that we have a photographic competition going on this evening, which we'll announce the winner of on Friday. Have you talked to anybody about the pieces? You've been in the room and people have come by. How's that been?
It's been really exciting talking to people about it. I actually met the photographer, which was such a pleasure, hearing about his experience engaging with it and the different routes he took in photographing it and what he ended up coming up with.
Cool.
And then just hearing from different people from different parts of the worlds of design and furniture and different parts of the industry, or people not so involved in the industry, and hearing the different takeaways that they have from the piece or the different things they come to it with was very interesting.
Yeah, you can see this group here. High Point is a very unique community. It really has an interesting collection of people. And you see people at everyday walks of life. They're not just in the furniture industry. So I'm glad that you had a chance to chat with them. What school are you currently in?
I go to Wesleyan University in Connecticut. I'm in my senior year now, but last year I took a leave of absence and went to the Center for Furniture Craftsmanship and did the 9-month comprehensive there.
Great school up there. Great school. So congratulations again on your win tonight. Thank you for being here with us. And Go back and enjoy the evening. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm here at Innovation and Design 2021 with Caroline Hipple, who's here with the students from the Future Designer Summit that Bienenstock Library has initiated this year for the first time. And all of that geared to making High Point more of a center for design and a design destination year-round, not just at markets. And so I'm going to start by asking Caroline, what was your impression of this evening? And then we'll kind of go from there.
Wow, there's so many things to say about this evening, and which is, first of all, the quality of the designs is remarkable, of the entries, from the amazing veneered light chandelier to the mirrored cabinet that won, to just incredible, the level of design. And I've been to many events in High Point. This seems so real. It seems so, the talent level was high. The interest level was high. It was like being in a fine gallery opening in New York in terms of the level of people interested in pure design to me.
Thank you, because that means a lot coming from you.
It was really something to see, actually.
Well, I want to dig deeper on the Future Designer Summit. And the reason is because, obviously, being the first one, what's your feeling? Now, this is your second day with the students. I know we had a dinner last night over at the Rockers Ballpark. What's your vibe? What are you getting from the students? What's your feeling of it so far?
Well, first of all, I have to say that Carla has done, who's the executive directress of the Bienenstock Library, has done a masterful job, and the committee that I know Christy Spangle has done a lot to, and the committee that vetted the venues, the speakers. The speakers are amazing. You have Jane Dagme, Patty Carpenter, Young He, just amazing speakers. That was incredible. And then tours to Alderman Studio or to
I think you were at Phillips Collection.
Phillips Collection. Axo Nobel will be tomorrow.
And I think you were here at Condon Yards at the
Condon
Generator
Yard, yes.
today?
Mm-hmm. With Condon Yards today, which is quite impressive.
The winners of tonight's, the student and the professional winners, actually will get free time at the Generator.
Oh, that's incredible. That Generator is something else.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I want to compliment you on your support and your giving back to the industry and young people to bring them in here, because let's face it, the rest of us are aging out. Not you, just the rest of us.
The silver tsunami.
Well, we don't want to. We got to have people to replace us.
We do.
That are enthusiastic about doing this industry. So compliments to you all.
And I've always been a fan of making sure that younger people feel engaged and that we care about them. And we must, because they're the future of it.
Oh,
but and I was an art history major, as I think we've talked about that before. And I studied American furniture and architecture. And
there's some architect in your past.
Yeah, I know.
somewhere.
And there's my dad. But and I came and did an internship at Ronaldo House when in those days you could live in the house. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And we went to the Southeast Center for Contemporary Art and did some work there. We went to MESDA, which is the Museum of Early Southern Decorative Arts.
Yep.
So I, as a student, kind of did this, but we didn't have this kind of organization around the business of design. And so these students are getting to see the real actualization from a business standpoint of different companies. And I think that's really rich. And so I know what it meant to me many, many years ago. And now to see that we can make it better and bigger, and it's part of certainly the furniture library has been working on this for 2 years to make it happen. And then when we open the Hall of Fame, it will have an education component as well. So I think what's happening in High Point, really more of the world's furniture is really influenced from 80,000 people coming here twice a year.
Yeah.
And the creativity, the money that is spent on creativity, we need to expose that on a year-round basis. I am all for it. We're going to open our showroom year-round because there's more here than anywhere except for maybe New York and Atlanta and LA. But for those people that are in Charlotte or Raleigh or Richmond or Nashville or Greenville, this could be a year-round design center.
I think those are all places you drove to during COVID.
Yeah, totally.
You were everywhere.
I flew 12 times during 2020. I flew 125 times during 2019.
Oh my goodness.
So,
oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Well, groundbreaking for the Hall of Fame
Yes.
is
October 15th.
15th. So
Please
we'll all
come
be there
one
for
and
that.
all.
Yep.
Yep.
And there
8
is
a.m.
another
Friday.
organization
Yep.
that will support year-round High Point as a destination, an educational destination, as well as design and historical. I can't compliment you and Karen McNeil and the organization more about that.
It is. We're trying to show through this physical space that we are learning from, like with the Bien in Stock Library, we are learning from the past and inspired by the past, but it's only to prepare for the future. And so with the Hall of Fame, now we've just announced an executive leadership program in conjunction with High Point University, that Steve Pond and High Point University are going to organize, and the first group is going to happen in February. And so it's for under 40 rising star executives to learn more about leadership and communication and the business of our business.
And
they do.
Yeah.
And so, and what Steve has done all his life is partner like the superstar inductees, like we have this year, which is Todd Wanick and Bob Marisich and Herb Blumkin and Alan Palachek and Rob Culp.
And then some lady who started Hayworth.
Yes, Myrtle Hayworth. Myrtle Hayworth is, and she's an amazing story.
An amazing story. An unheard of story for most
totally.
people.
In the 40s, in the 50s.
When as you said yourself in our first talk together, women weren't seen.
Nope.
And here she was running a company.
And that's why we're so excited to honor her. But when you sit now, of course, Myrtle and Rob aren't with us anymore, so they can't sit down with the young leaders. But the rest will partner to dinner with these young leaders and to watch these wise fellows that have run amazing businesses be as interested in these young guys that are coming up, and vice versa. It's really cool. It's community. It's like this is connection and community that with this event tonight.
That's the theme for this year's Pinnacle Awards.
And so
community of designers, community of merchants of our industry, and the communities we live in. As you well know, doing what you did to pivot during COVID with your company, that was all about your community. And compliments to you this year.
We're very excited about that.
But we all learned that. Hey, by the way, we have a community here and we're all stuck here for many months together. We better get along.
And how do we do it? And so I think you're referring to our ESOP at Norwalk.
Yeah.
So this 117-year-old company is now is owned by its employees. And that is like the coolest thing to be a part of ever.
Congratulations.
So thank you for that. That was my secret job for the last year, underneath everything else.
And nothing
and
else
mine,
going
and a
on.
bunch of other people too, not just mine.
And driving a truck.
And driving the truck and managing this wayward supply chain that we're all managing.
Yeah, that'll be, wow.
I
just spoke to Alex Schuford, and I got to say, he did a great, that's this week's.
Yes. Yeah, I can't wait to listen, actually.
He did the greatest 20,000 foot.
Yeah. Why is it like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's actually taken some consumer phone calls in his office. He said, let me talk to him. And just to give the consumer an idea of exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Why
is it like this?
And what really did stop, which was everything.
Yeah.
Even the guy with a saw that chops the tree down wasn't in the forest.
Yeah.
So how do you do, well, first of all, how do you bring an industry back when all you were doing was 100% of capacity?
Yeah, we have for 3 decades, we've perfected quick global supply chains that are just in time. So when that just broke, because the world closed for 2 to 4 months,
Right.
and everybody's coming back at different times, but we're all dependent upon all these parts and pieces coming together just in time to make it here.
And unless you
And-
can make it, build
yeah.
another factory tomorrow, you can only do 100%.
You can
of
only
volume.
do. It's very
So
interesting.
it takes a while.
And one of the reasons we had been thinking about this ESOP for a while, but we've worked hard on it for the last year. And we think it couldn't come at a better time because you have to be the employer of choice. And that's our goal, is to be as culturally as strong as we can be in favor of the helping people grow and feel rewarded. And then tangibly, whether it's benefits or the work-life balance or the culture and how people are treated, all those things count today when you have your choices.
More so now than ever before. They take that respite, all the employees of the world, and now they're looking at it much more specifically.
What do I really want to do?
Exactly.
And how do I want to do it? And how do I want to be in relationship?
Yeah.
And that is the thing that, in my long ago days at this End Up, and my business mentor, Stuart Brown, made us all think about relationships in business, relationships with each other, with relationships with our vendors, relationship with our customers, and everything pivots on that. And so to me, working is a great way to learn to be a better person.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
on that note,
if you can make your relationships good, you have to do it in work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it can come over to your personal life.
Exactly right. Well, on that note, thank you for bringing your work-life balance to here this evening and to support the students and the future of designers of our industry, and High Point as a growth opportunity and a destination in between markets and around markets.
I'm
Thank
all
you.
for it. And thank you for telling the story and doing it in such a nice way. And I can't wait to listen to your podcast with Alice Shuford. I can't wait. Thank you.
Well, thanks again
All
for
right.
being here tonight.
Okay.
Bye. Well, we're here at Innovation and Design 2021 in September, and my guest is Carla Jones with Bean and Stock Library. And Carla is here tonight with a whole group of students. This is day 2 of your Future Designer Summit, the first ever. And we're both kind of helping each other out because we want High Point to be a design destination for education and design year-round, not just at markets, right?
Correct.
So how's it going? This is day 2.
It's fantastic. We have 30 students from 10 different colleges, 5 or 6 different design disciplines. So interior design, furniture design, product design, industrial design, photography, architecture, showing them, number one, what our industry has to offer in this town, what this community has to offer. There's so many opportunities in High Point for creative spirits and minds. And we want them to understand how each creative discipline plays an important role in this industry and how they all work together and make one industry a success. It's not just
real
the
community.
interior design. Right. It is, yes, a community. Yeah.
And I understand you've got some great keynote speakers.
We have wonderful keynote speakers. Young Ha from New York City with Young Ha Interiors spoke this morning, told the kids how you're supposed to use history and turn that into inspiration for your design. Jane Dagme with Designers Today spoke to the students about how we all are an integral part of this industry and how we all work together as creative spirits. And tomorrow morning, Patty Carpenter is going to speak to the group on trends, color, and how she works in that industry. So.
Fantastic. Carla, I know it's a huge job. Compliments to you for
Thank you.
for doing what you're doing. Keep it up. I know this is just the beginning. You're going to have it every year.
We're going to do it again next year, bigger and better.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
we hope innovation and design will be the same. Building
It was a
every year.
fantastic add to our itinerary, and the students had a great night.
I hope they enjoyed it. And
Yes.
plus you had a winner among your
Exactly.
students.
One of our students was represented tonight in your exhibit, so that's, yeah.
I'll tell you what,
fantastic.
they seem to be pretty loud when you ask them to cheer for their colleges.
They're a smart, engaged, just mature group of students, and they're happy to be here.
I heard very good things about the first evening's dinners with some of the industry veterans
Right.
over at the High Point Rockers Ballpark. I understand that went very well.
They had an opportunity to sit down with industry professionals that sponsored this event that made it free for the students to attend.
Wonderful.
So they had the opportunity to sit down and discuss the industry with them, get answers to questions they have, and to thank them for contributing financially to make this happen. So it was a fabulous night.
Great. So tomorrow they're here for another day. They've got Patty in the morning.
Keynote speaker in the morning. They break out tomorrow. They're going to Valdez Weavers, Axo Finishing. We have Freeman Connect Architects speaking to one of the groups. And then we're ending on a fantastic note because one student attending is going to receive a $5,000 scholarship.
That is
the Broyhill family has donated $5,000 to award to one student, so that will happen tomorrow.
Congratulations.
So, yeah.
I'll give you a piece of news to pass on to Valdez Weavers.
Yes.
You can tell them, and no one knows this there yet.
Top
because
secret.
We'll announce it tomorrow. They are a finalist in the first ever Pinnacle Award for
textiles.
For home textiles.
Fantastic.
They're one of the 4 finalists. So congratulations to them.
Wonderful.
Thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for your support.
Thank
We
you.
loved having the young people with us tonight, and congratulations on having one of them displayed here.
Thank you. And thanks for including us.
Well, good luck tomorrow. Design Between the Lines is produced by Element Studio with the International Society of Furniture Designers. We record in High Point, North Carolina. To find videos of these podcasts, be sure to subscribe to the International Society of Furniture Designers YouTube channel. To learn more about ISFD, visit isfd.org. And don't forget to subscribe to hear more industry stories of design between the lines.